My life is great. 2 boys, healthy, happy, lovely wife, got a great set of friends and family up here in the Northwest where we live. The only problem I have is that, according to my clinician, I only have 2 more years left to live because I've been given a diagnosis of a blood cancer called myeloma. My immediate reaction was to ask whether I needed to take some antibiotics. What did I need to do to get through this? When he explained to me it was a blood cancer, I went into shutdown. I was asking myself over and over again, why me? And there is no answer to that. It wasn't my fault, it wasn't anything I did. This is just life, and it's either up to me to wilt and go sit in a corner and feel sorry for myself, or step up and stand up and take this on. Was that the 7-year prognosis I was given back in 2017 could be beaten, and it could be beaten if I could find someone to donate me their stem cells, if I could find my genetic twin effectively. So I decided to start a campaign which I call 10,000 Donors, and use my situation to educate people in how they can potentially save a life. That gave me my purpose, and that gave me my focus to continue telling my story and growing the 10,000 Donors campaign.
So Pete and I had been working together for a few months. We developed quite a close friendship when he came to the office and told us he'd been diagnosed with myeloma. So that's why I was so keen to do whatever I could to try and help out. Unfortunately, I wasn't a match for Peter, but that's where my story comes to a head, because I was a match for a chap called Patrick in the US.
I've been a healthy guy my whole life. I worked out and I eat well, and one day I went in for a routine test, and I had my blood work, I had my consultation with my physician, and she said, "I'm sorry, you have leukemia." And so I kind of took it in stride, and I just said, "Okay, so what do we do?" And she goes, "Well, really what you need here is a bone marrow transplant to save your life." And they told me that they had found a donor that only had 1 match in the entire world, in the entire registry. What if Alex didn't join? What if Peter didn't ask him to join? I would have never had a donor. I don't know if I'd be alive right now.
The strangest outcome of this whole story is that I feel like I gained 2 brothers. Patrick and Peter were perfect strangers 5-6 years ago, Patrick even more recently than that, but what has happened has developed such a bond, like an unspoken bond, and that relationship will live for the rest of our lives now.
Yeah, Alex and Patrick are an extension of family now, brothers, without a doubt. And even though we haven't met Patrick yet, the work we have done, the conversations we've had have bridged many years of friendship. And I just know that when we get together, it will be as if we have known each other for so many years.
I never really had that feeling before, where I felt a connection to somebody I didn't know. I feel like I've known these guys my whole life. Now, what we'll want to do ultimately is to try to team up and raise awareness and try and drive up that stem cell donations to try to help Peter in finding Peter a match.
We're going to remove all the stigmas with signing up. We're going to make it something that people want to do, actively want to do, feel privileged to be able to do, and we're going to change lives.
Alex, I know you were originally motivated to help me and help to save my life, and even though you weren't a match for me, that will never go unforgotten. So from a friend to another friend to a brother, can't thank you enough.
So I know in my heart, Pete, you're going to get your match, but I also know that we can get your campaign to the next level, and we do it together as our little trio of brothers. So yeah, I can't wait for that.
Alex, I don't know what to say, man. I love you like a brother. You're my genetic twin. You saved my life. I'm not one for coincidences. Now I have a purpose, and that purpose is to help you, Peter. I'm going to do everything I can within my power in the United States to try and help you find a stem cell donor.